turns it on its head, well, with a little bit of help from God's Reign. Because let's be honest, they dropped the ball there a little bit too. But in any case, let's go into talking about the MVP. We've got him up on your screens. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the most kills of this game, and I'm not surprised that it is going to be Stealth. Yeah, from No Mercy. He won the game for Squad. Really, those clutch plays at the very end nets him and deserves him of this MVP.
Look at that ferocious pose coming out of Stealth right there. I mean, obviously, they were super pumped after taking that victory.
Look at this, Manu, God's Reign, 5 kills. So, I mean, it's really a clash of the titans. These guys are not afraid to go out and, you know, get kills. We talked about how proud the Indian PUBG Mobile players are of their aggression, and we're seeing it. They really like to go out and go after those kills.
We saw Immortals also having 2 members up 5 and 4 kills respectively there. They really showed up in round 4.
And you can see that it really is contributing. I mean, 11th place is getting you 200 points, right? So can you imagine the first place gets you like, what 20 kills? That's an immense number of points that will be going to contribute to your placing. And speaking of placing for that last match, this is exactly how it went down. 700 points for No Mercy. Soul pretty close on 615.
Yeah, I mean, it really shows right there. Soul getting total 15 kills through that round. Absolutely nuts.
You know, finally something going the Dreamers' way. They actually managed to get themselves into 7th place, as well as Squad 99. They've been a little bit of a sleeper on this tournament, but we were waiting for them to come alive, and this was the time to do it. But taking a look at the total standings here, B Squad up in the 11th spot.
The
1,000 points for them.
here.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Let's be honest, we're just waiting for that next slide.
I'm staying quiet here because I'm just like keenly looking right now at the total standings, because this is where. Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see where we are.
It's gonna be
it's still pretty close.
All right, Soul coming up, 2,320 points. That's exactly how well they're doing. God's Reign not too far off. 2nd place for them. Firefrost hanging on tight at 3rd, and 4th place NSD hanging on as well with 1,320. Squad 99, this is what I'm surprised about. They were so quiet the whole tournament, and now we're seeing them in contention here at 5th place.
I mean, honestly, those teams in 3rd, 4th, and 5th position respectively will have to play lights out. They would have to win the match and hope that one of the top 2 teams is not placing like in the top 5 positions, because that's really a lot of points that they have to make up in one round.
Yeah, so it's basically this game 5 for the teams who aren't God's Reign and Soul. The way for them to win is subjective winning. That they have to have certain, like you said already, requirements done for them to actually come back into this one. But, I mean, it's still there's still some chance. As long as they can take down early.
It's a big deal to be able to shut down someone early, because you talk about how many points the difference is of 1st place to like 10th place. Let's say you eliminate Soul. Like the first team, that's going to shut them down. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Soul is not the kind of team that you just take out, but it is possible.
It's always possible. Anything is possible in PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, especially with the fact that finally other teams starting to warm up, starting to get comfortable with the crowd, starting to get comfortable with playing at such a large event. You talk about Squad 99. We know that they're capable of this, and finally we're starting to see it. We have yet to see them, you know, take home a chicken dinner, but you know, maybe we'll be surprised. But any case, we're going to be taking a short break. When we come back, it's going to be the grand final, the last match of the day. I'm so pumped. Will Squad take it home? Will Soul take it home? Or will we be seeing another upset? I don't know. We'll find out when we come back, so don't go anywhere. I'm Estrado. This is Humanist. That's Asrai. We'll be back in just a second.
I am Prateek Kamboj. I am from Faridabad. My in-game name is SQ9 Prateek.
My name is Abel Anthony. I'm from Squad 99. I'm from Mumbai, and my in-game name is SQ9 Matrix.
My name is Sashwin Anil Kumar. I am from Kochi, Kerala. My in-game name is Soul Psycho.
And I am Gautam. I'll be called as Lion King in-game, and I am from Hyderabad as well.
My teammate Prateek, he's the decision maker of the team and supports the team always. He's a great assaulter. I'm the scouter and the survivalist of the squad. My teammate Soul Psycho, he's a grenadier and a very good assaulter. If we have to push and ambush a team, the Soul Psycho would be the first one to push them. Lion King, He's an all-rounder basically. So whenever Psycho pushes, he goes along and he just needs one command and he'll do whatever he's been told to do. If we consider the round 2 game, we were lucky enough to qualify because my teammates, we were pretty unfortunate by the zone. 2 of my teammates got killed by the zone and it was only me who was surviving till the end. Basically, we will play for positions, but if we find kills, we are not going to leave it.
Our greatest enemy is the zone. Each player would be keeping an eye on each side so that we won't get backstabbed. This is what usually happens during the last zone because everyone would be trying to fight for the position.
Sometimes it is really good to take early fight so that we are eliminating a team for the last.
Before engaging into any fight, actually we analyze every team's gameplay so that we'll know from which side they would take a fight and how aggressive they would be.
In India, like parents don't support gaming is the first problem. But as PUBG has introduced this India series and we reached in the finals, our parents were supporting. And it's a huge tournament. It's the biggest tournament in India for a mobile game. It's a great effort from PUBG and like India is supporting it. Our team journey, it was pretty smooth in the starting rounds. Then while coming to the last rounds, it was pretty much difficult as all the good teams we were facing all the good teams in the last rounds. But with teamwork and spirit, we all managed to come here to the finals and we are happy.
Initially in the starting of tournament, we were thinking about making it to the finals because we have already done it in the campus championship. So we had a high expectation on us. There were a few obstacles, but we were experienced and composed enough during the tournament to make it through the finals. And we surely look for the top spots in the final too.
Go Squad 99!
My name is Naresh. My in-game name is IMT Sirvi and I am from Chennai.
My name is Tejas. My in-game name is IMT Roger. I am from Maharashtra.
My real name is Ankit Rai and in-game name is Phoenix and I am from Hyderabad.
My real name is Sagnik and my in-game name is Sagnik and I am from Kolkata.
IMT Roger and IMT Sagnik are pushers. IMT Phoenix is a sniper guy and scout. Myself, I am a flanker. Two pushers support each other and the flankers flank in such a way that they could be in a position that they don't get finished after getting knocked also. We just played cool-minded, not in a pressure that we have to win.
एक्चुअली हम क्या करेंगे कि हम अपना टीम कोऑर्डिनेशन बना के रखेंगे, हम अपना पुशर्स को अच्छा ट्रेन करेंगे और फ्लैंकर को और बेस्ट पोजीशन पे लाएंगे कि आराम से स्काउट करके सबको डैमेज दे और स्नाइपर का रोल है कि आराम से 2-3 नॉक करे और पुशर्स सपोर्ट करते हुए पुश कर दे आराम से.
Basically, we just gonna stick to our strategies. No special strategy for soul or dreamers.
हम तो सेम स्ट्रैटेजी यूज करेंगे जो यूज कर रहे थे, उसमें थोड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट्स लाएंगे कि 2 का स्ट्रैटेजी अभी हमारे लिए न्यू था, हम प्रैक्टिस कर रहे हैं, परफॉर्मेंस इम्प्रूव करेंगे हमारे फेवरेट गन्स पे. हमें एक गेमिंग फैमिली मिला है, हमें स्ट्रेंजर्स से मिलने का मौका मिला है और अपना फैमिली बड़ा बनेगा गेमिंग से. और हम जैसे मिले हैं, हम रैंडमली मिले हैं गेम में, हम पता भी नहीं चला कि ये कौन है, ये कौन कहाँ से आता है बंदा, पर अपना कोऑर्डिनेशन है ना, अपना भरोसा है कि ये बंदा अच्छा खेलता है, हम इसको टीम में लेंगे, हम जीतेंगे. अगर हम जीत गए तो हमारा और टूर्नामेंट्स पे भरोसा बढ़ेगा कि हम PMSC भी खेलें, वो जो आ रहा है अभी नया, और सब टूर्नामेंट से प्रैक्टिस करें जैसे ACL एंड एलिट कस्टम्स, और अपना इम्प्रूवमेंट्स बढ़ाए कि अपना स्क्वाड ऐसा कुछ फेमस सिटी लाए. अगर हम हारे तो हम नेवर गिव अप, वी नेवर गिव अप. ओके, हम सपोर्ट करेंगे कि हम आगे टूर्नामेंट जो भी आएगा हम पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, इम्प्रूव करेंगे कि हम भाई हम कम नहीं है किसी से.
My name is Faiz Kungra. My in-game name is BSUD Fez and I am from Gujarat.
My name is Nikhil Rathod. My in-game name is BSUD Iron Fist and I am from Yavatmal.
My name is Arnold Spitz. My in-game name is BSUD Doodle 69 and I'm from Mumbai.
My name is Anmol. My in-game name is BSUD Anmol and I'm from Delhi.
I am the in-game leader. मेरे teammates में आर्नेल जो है वो हमारा स्नाइपर है, अनमोल और फैज जो है हमारा मेन असॉल्ट प्लेयर्स. There's a ring to it. बम से उड़ा देंगे. ये जो हमारे सपोर्टर है BSUD फैजल, तो वो हमेशा बोलते थे कहीं कार 98 किसी ने चुरा लिया तो फिर उसको बोल देते थे कि बम से उड़ा देंगे का BSUD कर दिया.
We knew each other since a year ago, but we used to never play together. We met each other on different Discord servers. So we randomly met and then we formed a thing. And then we became BSUD. Most of the time is like whenever we start a game and then we drop in one place, and even if one player dies, we all quit the game. We just leave it. We don't really care about stats. It's more about having fun with the game.
आप कितने किल्स ले रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो, उससे कुछ मैटर नहीं करता. इसलिए सब लोग सेफली खेलते हैं. Our team chemistry is our biggest strength, and we want to be a team at a global level. We want to go for global tournaments.
We want to test our skills. We want to go more ahead. We want to win different tournaments, and meet different people.
No, we don't fear any team in particular. All the teams who are here right now, all of them deserve the spot they have got here. We know about them, we know their strategies. We don't think that we are below them or above them. We are at the same level. Like everyone here can control the recoil of the gun. Everyone can aim really well. What really matters is the team chemistry and the strategies that they use. There are majority of the teams, like 70% of the teams we have never seen in any other tournament. So that's what our biggest fear is. Like there is a hidden talent here. PUBG के बारे में कुछ एप्लीकेशन भी नहीं आया था, उसका APK भी नहीं आया था, डाउनलोड लिंक भी नहीं आई थी, तब से मैं उसकी न्यूज़ सारी फॉलो कर रहा था.
I still remember him forcing me to download PUBG. That was the best decision ever.
शॉर्ट में मत आना, बम से उड़ा देंगे.
मार्वल.
मार्वल. DC. सब तू देगा क्या आंसर?
तो दूसरा मार्वल तेरा है ना, ले ले भाई.
DC. मार्वल.
There are a lot of superheroes in Marvel and there's a lot of stuff coming out from Marvel.
Color of your toothbrush?
Red.
Blue.
अरे करता ही नहीं है, झूठ बोल रहा है.
So many toothbrush, I actually use baby toothbrush.
Favorite weapon in PUBG?
DP.
AK.
M416.
DP28.
चलती है.
Favorite superhero?
शक्तिमान.
Iron Man.
Spider-Man.
बैटमैन.
Batman.
सुपरमैन.
Favorite game?
PUBG.
Dota 2.
Yay, PUBG.
Sorry PUBG, but my favorite game is FIFA.
Tomato is a fruit or vegetable?
Fruit.
क्या बोलते हैं? Vegetable. Fruit. देखो कंफ्यूज भी कर सकता है मैं. चल.
वो बीच वाली कैटेगरी होती है ना, वो
Fruit.
अरे फ्रूट नहीं है. अरे फ्रूट है ऑफ कोर्स फ्रूट है.
Why it's not a vegetable?
मोस्ट अनोइंग सेलिब्रिटी?
Annoying.
किसको देख के मन क्या मारने का?
सलमान खान. Sorry.
Karan Johar.
जस्टिन बीबर.
राखी सावंत.
And it's Virat Kohli. Kamala Khan. All of them.
बेस्ट PUBG प्लेयर?
Me.
मोर्टल.
Twister.
मेरा नाम ले लेते.
Favorite food?
एप्पल.
कुछ भी जो मिल जाए.
He's thinking.
फेमस पर्सनालिटी whom would you want to have dinner?
Alia Bhatt.
Alia Bhatt. Oh.
Tom Cruise.
Emma Watson. एंजेलिना जोली नहीं.
No. She's too old for me, man.
Bill Gates, of course. पैसे उसके खर्च कराना है.
One superpower you wish you had. Invisibility.
Flying. Sleeping.
One superhero you wish you had.
Iron Man.
My bad superpower है.
Money.
My favorite team is Max.
किसकी? कोई भी.
Oppo.
Final game here tonight, and we're going to determine the fate of these teams. It's all up in the air. Will Team Seoul come and take it? They're hot and heavy in the lead right now, trying to solidify themselves as the best team in India right now. How do you think they're faring with that?
I think they're faring quite well, and I think there's a lot of people that would already say that's the #1 squad, but you're right. This is up in the air right now.
Lots of people are trying to take that title away. Let's talk about the God's reign. Game after game after game, it's high impact kills, high impact rotations. Everything they do seems to be on point. Not always winning, but still doing a great job in the end.
Yeah, I think just both of these teams, even though they're not really top one every single time, they've been high in terms of the kills and high in terms of the placements, always within the top 5. And this is what has allowed both God's Reign and Seoul to keep themselves in the top final 2. So right now we were talking about this before we went into the break. We're in, again, it's just going to be subjective wins for the other teams who's not top 1 and top 2 to actually get back into this one. And it's going to be a real big doozy.
Yeah, and let's not forget to mention there's a number of other great teams coming up here. Suddenly out of nowhere, NSD, we haven't even talked about, we've barely talked about them. But, you know, if we have a video to show them, we might show that a little bit later. But NSD out of nowhere, absolutely lighting up the server. They're kind of low-key, but at the same time, they're consistently fragging, consistently placing.
I mean, that's what we just call flying right under the radar. I mean, that's a team that's ready to pop out at any moment. They do have their work cut out for them right now. We do have a couple of front runners, and of course, Team Seoul vying in that pole position right now. All of the momentum is there behind them. You know, all of the fans are behind them as well. Of course, and you know, there's fans of a couple other players and squads here as well, but Team Seoul, Mortal leading that squad, definitely feels like they have all of the energy with them.
In the meantime, before we get into any more, let's take a moment to congratulate the winner of our latest giveaway. Congratulations to the Oppo winner sponsor, Oppo winner of that phone. It's Nitin and Shruti. So congratulations to you.
Guys.
You get a new Oppo smartphone, and if you want to participate in this giveaway, in this contest, just make sure to share it on Facebook, share the stream, share the page, and of course, we'll see it and give you we'll see it, or the YouTube channel as well. So that's what you got to do. Congratulations to these guys, and we'll do a little bit more later. But enough about that for now. Let's talk about back to the game. Where do we stand? We have these teams really close in contention, and if we can take a quick look at the standings, just the overall standings, we can see a really, really good picture of where we are, and it's really close up. I mean, you can barely separate these.
I mean, it's a couple of 100 points at the very top. There's teams below that are going to have to be in the position where they not only maybe potentially get that chicken dinner, or they're placing second. I don't even know if third's going to do it for them. They also have to knock off Team Seoul early on so that they can get that high placement. God's Reign as well. I mean, that is a tall order for any of these teams.
Yeah, the biggest problem here, especially now that we're back in Erangel, that Team Seoul won't really get sandwiched in, is that the strategy I've seen them done before is that they really like to just drop down straight from the plane and then look for a vehicle straight up. So if you can't steal that vehicle away, they're guaranteed to just get away from the path of the plane, go for an area, loot it, and then just work their way into the circle, which has been such a really good strategy coming in from Seoul.
When we go talk about Erangel, of course, it is where everything is balanced. Here we go. Match number 5. Make some noise, Hyderabad!
Let's go!
And the crowd roars. The crowd goes wild. Oh, first time we're going to be seeing the plane come in.
This is a really strange plane right now. It's all over that river that, separates the military base from the rest of the island.
You think we'll see a few squads trying to go over towards military base?
Yeah, I see it. I don't think that we're going to see too much of a fight, but it's mostly going to be going up north here. You're probably going to see a lot of players drop around that Milta area because there's a lot of vehicles there, and then drive straight up somewhere else.
Yeah, that's definitely the case because there's basically an untouched land on the top side because of how low that plane is in terms of the map. So basically all these teams are going to be looking for let's look for a vehicle immediately. We don't need to go for Milton. We don't need to go for Pachinki because Yasnaya, Shooting Range, Saverni, Sarki, Georgia Paul is all free if we just find ourselves a set of wheels.
It's all free. You also want to be scouting as you're dropping down, as you're parachuting into position. Get your eyes on every squad out on the map. You can see everybody has almost dropped out right here right now.
The entire north side of the map is fair game. You talk about places that have so much loot and so much good positional control. Like, hold that thought. Looks like we're gonna have some early action. That's someone dropping, and that's from Fire Frost. They've already lost somebody. This is only barely just beginning.
There's 3 teams, 3 squads that actually dropped on Nova. Nobody dropped on military base. What the hell?
That's so funny.
I mean, maybe people actually getting kind of psyched out in that moment.
Well, true. This is, of course, the final game, and you wouldn't want to make a crucial mistake like that. But, you know, military base, there's all that loot there. Whoever wins this could potentially go to military and claim that loot, depending on where the circle lands.
But for the most part, Fire Frost not looking pretty dapper anymore because they lost 2 straight up.
Yeah.
Team Slay playing the kind of kingmaker in multiple rounds. We've seen Team Slay maybe not positioning as high as other squads, but knocking out some of these leaders through multiple rounds. I'm really impressed with what they bring to the table.
Yeah, they definitely make things interesting, and I think there's some sort of special prize for that, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. I do want to talk about this circle, exactly where we are in the map. So if we could get a look on the map really quickly, I do want to see where these teams have spread out, considering how difficult the playing trajectory was. Yeah, so as you can see, the entire half of the map is vacant. No one in Stalberg, Kameshki, Severny, those are all still fair game. You could technically drive up there, loot there, come back and still be all right.
And you can see Soul's actually driving up, leading the pack to the north there. So this is exactly the position you want to be in, and you would expect that Team Soul is in there right now.
Actually, everybody is following in their suit. You can already see that BSUD is working their way up onto either Rojok or Yasnaya Polnyaya. So that just means that they already know that there's going to be more free space on the top side. And, well, all they got to do is, again, use their vehicles to come back down when it's a little bit, you know, they're a little bit more farmed up.
Do you guys know what the most basic city in the map of Erangel is? The most basic.
Rosok?
No.
What?
Yasnaya.
You're basic.
Yes.
You know who's not basic? Team Slay over here trying to knock out Fire Frost early on in round 5. Fire Frost trying to lay down a little bit of fire as they move up onto the high ground. Saz has vision on Frost, not able to connect here quite yet. It looks like Frost might have been able to slip out of this one.
Yeah, tap, tap, tap away as you will, but you're not going to get somebody going at that speed on the motorbike. It's not that easy, especially, I mean, even if you have mastery, complete mastery over the spray control, it's not a guaranteed kill. However, going to this bridge, though, that's really interesting to me. Like, where's he going to go for this? Are you going to cross early or hold it?
From the looks of it, he might actually do that. I was hoping that he might actually go to military base to be able to farm it just a little bit, not the entirety, because obviously there's going to be the squad from Slay that might actually rotate from behind. But you got to be careful. But yeah, 2EZ4 is right behind
Does Slay get eyes on 2EZ4? Do they see that rotation happening?
I don't think so.
They might have an inkling because they had their eyes trained on it. But in any case, these two people, these two teams, right under their nose here.
I think they do.
Yeah, there's only one reason that you would be thrown in the house this early on in this game, and obviously it's because you sense that somebody's there.
Yeah, so B's going to be playing this one nice and cool early on here.
You don't want to...
2EZ4 playing very aggressively. 2EZ4 want to get some kills, stack them up here in this final round of the championship, and they're really laying on the gas here early on.
Yeah, Sids has an idea. He definitely knows that there's somebody proned up in there, somebody in that house. See whether the execution will be successful.
Saz has the angle to cover Beast here as they move forward. Sids looking through the window, doesn't spot anybody just yet, waiting for someone to open that door and lay down some fire. I feel like someone's going to get knocked out here really quick.
And again, you got to remember, we're back on TPP, so Saz's position actually shows a lot of the members of 2EZ4 kind of rotating around this particular area. If the only thing that they're inside the building, they're in for a world of hurt because Saz is waiting at that particular angle to just mow them down.
Has the high ground.
Yeah,
Can he peek out here?
As the AK as well as the S12K, so those are really some high damage dealing guns, and if you can land that successfully, you know, you're going to be melting people off the face of this earth.
Akash is peeking at the windows, but he doesn't quite have that angle to look down and see where what's hiding there. This one's really on a knife's edge of who is going to get that position advantage.
It is a Mexican standoff yet again. Smokes have been popped as they're trying to find the way into each other. No one's making connections just yet.
Jazz dropped on down. 2EZ4 taking good advantage. 2 members of Slay dropped on down. They'll find third.
Ooh, nice spray down.
Able to get it. Absolutely melting Slay down. 2EZ4 mow over with a full squad wipe.
Yeah, and that's going to boost their points. They definitely need everything that they can get this late into the game. Slay's definitely not going to be happy about that.
That was interesting, though, because Slay, for the most part, they had the advantage of the area there, but I think what they wanted to do was smoke up and rotate away and maybe kind of put 2EZ4 in a bad position, but the problem was 2EZ4 was way too close up there, so it was just an easy punish for them, an easy wipeout, and they never really got into a position where they were in danger. Maybe just a little bit of damage, but nothing else.
Well, if you're in that position, it's do or die, and clearly in that situation, they lived up to the challenge. Taking out Slay, not an easy task to get those kills in, especially with the lack of
nothing else.
Well, if you're in that position, it's do or die, and clearly in that situation, they lived up to the challenge. Taking out Slay, not an easy task to get those kills in, especially with the lack of weaponry that you might not have. You might not have all the weaponry you need because it's early on.
Interesting to see the 2 crate drops up there. Soul able to grab one. The second one is going to be picked up by Funky Monkey over here. And if Soul can move through, take Funky Monkey out, that's going to be a whole lot of loot on one squad.
That is interesting. We've already seen how many times Soul keeps getting the drop here, and they're going to be able to get an AWM and AUG.
Wow.
They're set for life.
They are set. It's a matter of if you can use it. Let's see who's able to pick it up. Actually, who actually will be the one wielding that AWM, as it will come into play a little bit later on. As we all know, that AWM is the most deadly sniper in the game.
Oh, actually, it's going to go to Funky Monkey. I was wrong about that one. Soul is right here, right beside the MK14 one, so that's going to be Funky Monkey's AWM.
Honestly, I don't even like using the MK14 too much. I would prefer a Kar 98, but obviously we see players, very high skill cap players, who can use that as a rifle, a short range gun, and long range. So
yeah,
if you have that practice with it, that versatility.
Let's go! Soul on the bike, moving forward. Gonna go ahead and group up over here. Mortal finds himself a buggy. I mean, these guys, it feels like every member of Soul has a vehicle at every round we watch.
They're loaded. They're probably country club members or car club
members. The black card.
I mean, again, you want as much vehicles as possible just because, again, it allows you for that pseudo cover where you're out in the open.
Yeah, and if your vehicle gets sprayed down, you only need 1 member max,
That's true, that's true. And, something else, just the mobility about it. It's the name of the game for Soul, being able to just, go around as quickly as possible.
But hold that thought, Omega does actually get a nice pick off. Almost drops Iconic, though, who's now forced to back off into this house. So it's a little bit of a standoff yet.
Again, on Iconic, you got to stay alive through this. He will be able to get healed up. So Iconic still healthy and fighting here in this situation. He's been knocked out early in multiple rounds, and everybody has so much pressure on Iconic because they know what he can achieve.
This is, gotta remind you, Squad 14 is the Dreamers, and this is a team, again, we were looking forward to kind of getting the upper hand, the advantage, or a really high placement in our this when we started the game, but the problem was they were always in a really weird scenario. Now it seems like they're going to be in a 1 versus 1.
I don't know if they were tough to start, or slow to start, or I don't know if they just got really unlucky. But the Dreamers have been doing a little bit better now. See if they can turn it around in this one.
Yeah.
Oh!
No, he made a mistake.
Hello.
The grenade.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for there. It looks like he's going to be okay if he can drop back, get revived up. Maximus Alpha have an opening. Leaning around the edge there. King trying to land some shots, but he's going to play this defensively in the moment.
They know what's up. They can actually just push in right now.
Is King going to push?
They will.
Experiment falls. Almost goes for the spray down.
Looking for the damage, but he gets knocked down. Iconic. Good damage from the backside to back up his team there. Looks like it goes down the iron side, looking for more. Kaga, does he have the damage? He didn't spray down.
Nice connection, but the flat play.
Maximus Alpha about to get knocked out.
1v1, no! And from the back, Satan coming in with a huge play. Keeps all his teammates alive somehow. He's going to get them all up.
I can't believe it.
They were all in one spot, and that flank play came so close to being too late. But because of that timing, he gets all his teammates up just in time.
Oh, no.
What a hero play there from Satan.
Unbelievable.
I never thought I'd say this.
Dreamers already out for Game 5 so early into this one.
That's
a little bit heartbreaking.
Definitely going to be frustrating for them. I mean, if you're the Dreamers right now, you're thinking, where did we go wrong? We came into this tournament, we were strong, we thought we were looking like favorites, but I don't know, Iconic and Experiment, 2 of the names that we look at time and time again as the leaders of the PUBG mobile scene, but today it seems like it's not their day,
Yeah. Well, we move on. Game 5 is still alive. You only have God's Reign and Soul to look forward to as this zone ever comes closer. You're already seeing that Seoul, they immediately left their position at Georgia Ball and are saying, we're going to go somewhere near the center already and start getting our compounds. We don't want to see what happened in Gatkagun for Game 3 where we were a little bit late and we got punished so quickly. So now they're trying to make sure that they have the better compound or buildings at least to fortify.
We also saw that they got really good loot early on in the game, so they get everybody looted up. It's that much stronger for them to get in that position where they can hold a compound down and look to take shots on other squads as they rotate into the middle of the circle.
I mean, the circle at this moment is still getting smaller, but there's a lot of action to be found. There's still a lot of space to breathe, but speaking of space to breathe, God is not giving them any. Nice shot right there from Batman. Does actually take down one, but see if they finish him off. So this is one person down already for the squad. TBS, they're not looking so hot at this moment.
Yeah, B Squad doing their best in this moment over here, but this is a position, you make one small error and you're potentially just going to get wiped out.
Yeah, as we said, look at this position right now. They can see anybody who drives around. So if you make the mistake of coming across their crosshair, they're not going to hesitate and take a shot. They've got Car 98s and all the snipers they need.
Ooh, RIP official on the other side of the spectrum near, where is this area? I think this is Quarry. Yeah. So they're going to be able to pop that out. Look, what is this? Double package right beside each other.
I'm pretty sure one might be a flare gun.
Yeah, but still, too easy for
the dream right there.
Yeah, the dream, getting that pretty easy amount of loot.
Yeah, they're going shopping for sure.
Yeah.
See what they pick up.
Are you going to go shopping?
They get somebody's credit card, just
swipe it.
Swipe it. Now they've got MK14s and Grozas. All right, we're good.
Okay, feeling good about that. 2easy4 is going to be stacked. Whoever they run into next is going to be eating a lot of lead.
Yeah, I mean, that's not what you want to have for breakfast. Well, dinner. We're at the end of the day. Speaking of dinner, who's going to get the chicken dinner? Hey.
I mean, you got a couple choices. You're going to get a chicken dinner or a lead dinner here.
I'd prefer the chicken, please. Yeah. If they ever ask you that on like a plane, so would you like the chicken or the lead? I'd prefer the chicken. Please.
I don't know what planes you're flying, buddy.
Oh, 2easy4 for the first time, or at least one of the teams for the first time. We're going to be seeing the motorboat. So it seems like our particular circle here actually allows this type of play to be possible. So I think what they're going to be doing right now is just looking for a lonely mountain at the very edge and then just camp it.
Simply for the reason, because we saw the circle. We saw the first plane. The first plane was all the way down south, and then the circle was around that lower west side. So naturally, you're going to have some teams wanting to gear up towards that safe zone. And as soon as you cross that river from the military base, it's barely going to be the case that anybody's going to inhabit that area at all.
Looks like a couple of players being taken down by B Squad. Now 12 Lion King moving forward, mowing targets down just on a sliver of health. We'll try to get inside this building here. Well, he's not even going to try and get inside. Just pop that first aid kit, heal up. Oh my goodness, around the edge. Another drop. Pratik able to find Suku there.
I mean, B Squad, again, kind of like in the same boat as the Dreamers. They were looking pretty good at game number 1, and they just fall very high.
They're having a rough time. They've been getting caught in engagements that they didn't want to. It's been the whole tournament. And it's really rather unfortunate when that happens. But at the end of the day, what can you do but win, regardless if it's fair or not?
That's all you can do. Team Firefrost still alive. We saw them lose 2 members in like the first 2 minutes of this round 5 here, but they stay strong. I mean, what a story would it be if they could make it up into the final couple of squads
If they want to do that, they're going to have to turtle so hard, stay alive, not take too many fights, because at this point, they don't have much to go off of.
Oh, Mortal can spot out the next drop coming down. They're looking pretty greedy. Well, not really super greedy, but they can get this one.
Look at that movement. It is really nice to see, like, literally covering all angles at once.
Yeah, he's super fluid. Look at that, just really, really chill. Going back to Firefrost right there, I think from the most part, they were able to just get away from the fight, obviously, but the issue right now for them is that because they've been kind of working around the scraps of the other side, you can already see here Frost only has a level 1 backpack, just, an SKS and a MAC-10, or rather the SMG, but it's not really the best loadout that you probably want against like a 2v4 scenario. So this team really have to, like you said, work from behind unless they get some better loot. In any case, now going into the vision of Soul, they spot out the drop there. They might actually just rotate for it.
Yeah. slowing down the pace a little bit here. Teams have been so hot off the bat of this, off the bat of this match here. It's finally refreshing to see that. Okay, guys, let's take a little bit of a breather. As we go closer and closer to the end of the circle here, care package has been dropped, and it does look like we're going to be seeing one team go for it.
Everybody's looking at it. Look at that one.
It's in the middle of, again, another Bermuda Triangle, as you mentioned. Go for it. Sure, there's tempting sirens singing in the middle of it, but you might just be, swept to the bottom of the sea if you do end up going for it.
Sounds like a dangerous situation to be in.
Definitely a dangerous situation. Firefrost is actually near that particular situation, so we might see them exit early here, depending on how they handle that scenario for the meantime. Now, BSUD still looking pretty strong, 4-man squad, and again, this is the same tempo we saw from game number 1 for a lot of these teams.
I think Squad 15 is going for this. Squad 15, I think, is that going for this care package there?
Seems like they might be.
Yeah, they're right beside it. I think Team 13 and 9, they're none the wiser.
This is NSD, and this is what you were talking about to be a really solid performance team, even though they're not really high in the bracket. But all right, just a little bit of pop shots.
Yeah, NSD, as we mentioned, they're so solid. You'll never really we haven't seen them at all today in highlight plays, whether they've done anything crazy. But every time their decision making is solid enough to get them to the to the end game and give them great results.
Might I just say, NSD is my final dark horse team. If you actually see my list, it's
Wait, how many dark horse teams did you have?
I have
you only get one.
You only get one, right?
There's 20 teams. How can you?
I got a list of 20 teams. I could just read them off here.
But I listed
they're all dark horses.
Yeah, I listed it right here, and the reason why I think it works well, because you guys already said it, they're not really on the high right there, because during their all-in qualifiers, they have been such a shaky performing team, and it actually just gets complimented negatively by how they're not really sure about how the strats they employ are. Like, you see Team Seoul, they have a really good set straight strategy, but for NSD, it's never really the case. They don't know what's up.
Looking for 2-easy-4. Trilek trying to move around the edge of this wall and get a shot off on the 2-easy-4, but 2-easy-4, they're cooped up in this house and really not too eager to move up, as the high ground is not their advantage.
Definitely looking pretty bad. Nades being thrown. Ooh, Akash actually takes quite a bit of damage for the most part. Trilok still going onto the high ground, has a really good defense. Nobody has the nades on 2-easy-4's side, so they really can't push back against Oxygen Alpha. Maybe they do, maybe they don't.
Oxygen Alpha need to come up with something.
You can see that Nova playing aggressive for the Oxy squad here. Is Nova going to try and get a shot in through the window, or maybe even wrap around the entire building?
This is the smoke execution we've been talking about. I mean, now is the time to go. Yeah, you already get that spray down. Yeah.
Vip loves down for 2-easy-4. Do Oxy pull the trigger and try to rush this right here, right now?
This would be the time to do it. One person down, you got to go. You can't hesitate, and I think they're going to go for it right now. See what they've got.
Vip Love leading the chart.
They still have the smokes. Rebel's
right behind him. Rebel does get the shots off, but doesn't quite connect just yet. It looks like Oxy does have advantage. Nobody seems to connect. 2-easy-4, one's down. Akash is low as well.
They're still looking pretty good for both of these
Rebel
teams.
mode on down, though.
And that's Immortals coming victorious. They've managed to clean up that team fight. Very well done from them, actually, in the end. But oh, it's a smoke grenade. I was like, wait a minute. But very well done for them in the end. You could see exactly what they wanted to do when they were going to go in. As soon as they got that spray down, no hesitation. The smokes are already covering them, and they entered and they cleaned it up.
Yeah, the biggest problem there was 2-easy-4 really wanted to at least push onto the sidelines, but again, it was just that height advantage that they kind of stopped them from doing so. They knew that they had such a difficult task at hand. They did get the knockdown onto Nova, but at the end of the day, they already lose 2 of their members. I mean, they were both knocked down, and it seems like Rebel couldn't really step up to save his teammates.
Now potentially Immortals moving in on Squad 99. The action never stops around here as these teams trying their best to position themselves high up in the standings here in our final round of our championship. But this is, once again, Squad 99 just holding down the compound. We'll see if Immortals can get in here. They're trying to throw some grenades up, but I'm not sure if any of these are going to connect just yet.
They're going up against Seoul, and honestly, Immortals, they can't catch a break.
Maybe they can use this vehicle to go for a wraparound. There's going to be the push from Immortals already. It's not looking good, but it seems like they're going to use the Dacia to just get out of there. Exactly.
See if they can make a connection. I don't think they'll want to go for it, especially the fact that one of them is low. See if the Seoul wants to go.
They actually got 12 Lion King out of the vehicle.
The thing is, do they have the vision? They can just probably throw some smokes right there, but they move. Oh, they actually go into the vehicle.
The DB spray down. Is it going to connect?
It's not looking good. Phoenix is actually pushing with the buggy on the left side.
Phoenix is like, let's go, team, right now. We don't hold back. This is the time to put that pressure down and knock your opponents out.
Smokes have been expended, so they'll need to make use of them as soon as they can. Otherwise, they're going to be pinched on as soon as this hits.
Speaking of pinched on, there's Phoenix onto the sideline. Psycho knows what's up, but he can't really do too much. They're coming in from all angles right now, and it seems like they're just going to leave Lion King to his devices. Phoenix is pushing up right now, and this might be the better play for Squad 17.
Immortals. They're a little bit hesitant here. They do have the down. They should have went for the kill, but maybe they'll be happy to just hurt instead of harm. I mean
Zone's moving.
They're chilling. Immortals not really feeling any pressure at all. They're looking for that perfect angle. Hopefully they can get this kill, clean out the squad, and really not take up too much damage right here.
But this is an awkward predicament. As you can see, 4 teams already in this one lower west side of the map here.
Yeah. God's Reign is right beside RIP Official as well as BSUD. And maybe they can get some kills here. Again, this is the team that we're looking to maybe overthrow Seoul if they're lucky enough. And this is the team that, unlike Seoul, really likes to go for these early game engagements.
It looks like Team Seoul's actually starting to move out of that compound where they've been held down. Ninja getting knocked down by RIP Official. And Saksham from God's Reign trying to get the damage, but he actually gets lit up from the east side, an angle that he did not have covered. God's Reign lose to another drop down as well.
Yeah, this isn't good for them. They need
Soul's getting wiped out there on the side by Sax.
No, Viper and Mortal get 2 knocks. Mortal finding another. Soul just knocking everybody across the map.
And this is
how many knocks? They just keep coming. Viper, Mortal just read it off.
Oh my goodness, that is. I mean, it looked like they were in a bit of a pinch there, but they were able to come out on through with their top players, Mortal and Viper.
Are looking so bad for God's Reign right now. They only have one person left standing here.
Oh no. Is it really going to be? It's KK. He's the last man standing. Can he really keep the dream alive for God's Reign? This was a team that competed during Campus Championship and has...
Funky Monkey of all people to do it. Unbelievable.
Soul has been dropped.
How did they do this?
And God's Reign has one person left.
Funky Monkey just wiped Soul off of the map.
This is anyone's tournament, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to come down to the wire at the end.
Exactly what we talked about.
And it's KK still alive. He's got 2. He's got one with a name. He's still making it happen.
He's got to be careful, though. INF is right on his right side.
Snake.
Yeah, he has to snake all his way. But how the hell did Funky Monkey clean up Soul? I mean,
playing the Kingmaker, the right position at the right time. That's what it all comes down to.
It's KK is still alive, though. Look, he is doing work, and if he survives long enough, he might get first place for his team.
This is insane. If God's Reign can come through and live out 2
he's got another one.
Now, oh my goodness, KK has so much pressure on him right now. This is unbelievable.
Look, he's been doing this, getting up, getting it down, getting up again, and he's really playing this smart. At this rate, he's going to single-handedly bring his team into the first place.
Nobody has eyes on him right now.
Nobody knows where he is.
All right, going away from that one a little bit, now that they've seen on the kill board that Soul is gone from the game, it's anyone's game right now. And if they know that KK is the last man standing from God's Reign, if he actually makes a mistake against these other 13 teams, it's anyone's game.
But look at his positioning. It could very well be that other teams take a rotation where they don't actually find him out here. If he can let the other teams start to draw fire from each other, it can work out perfectly.
It's a miracle how he's still alive, but he's making it work. Maybe he does have God's strength here.
The bad thing about here that I always want to point out is that there's 3 teams right near the vicinity of its KK.
If you have faith for this one man on God's Reign, you better make some noise and give him some support. He's one man against everybody, and he's still cleaning it up, gents.
A one-man army out here on the map, putting it all together. I mean, the entire squad's hope are on one player right now, but let us not forget there are multiple other squads out on the map fighting and in great position right now.
Great position indeed. A little bit of a calm after that really intense storm.
Funky Monkey finding more knocks. Major Alpha finally going down. Clown finds another one as Queen gets dropped down. Funky, look, Funky Monkey. How many kills did they get in round 5? They came alive.
I don't know what they've been talking about over the break, but it's clearly working.
I think Team Soul playing under the Funky Monkey tag in round 5.
They've embodied Team Soul already.
This is amazing. Funky Monkey, they've just shown us all what they're made of.
If Funky Monkey gets enough kills plus top...
Wow!
I gotta say, if Funky Monkey...
Immortal on that one.
Oh, that grenade!
So good.
It's been the nade work. I don't know if you've noticed, but again and again and again, it's the grenades from Funky Monkey making their lives so much more easy.
Still a 4-man squad. Just to finish what I was saying there, if they actually get enough kills plus first place, they were around 1,195 after round 4. So if they can actually do it, or if they can make it to that high enough ranking, they can actually take this game.
It would be absolutely
unbelievable. He's still alive.
God's Reign gets another knock as Team INF have one drop, another. He gets 2.
How does he do
this?
It's
KK.
Oh, they're pushing
people down looking for 3. He's thrown. They're moving.
He doesn't survive.
Okay. Team INF finally take down It's KK, but that was amazing.
It was a nice try, but still
nice try. It was a Herculean effort from this guy to stay alive, and he was like a Spartan fighting off everybody, somehow managing to survive that.
We're gonna have to put it on our scoreboards. Oh my gosh, here comes NSD going up against their opponents right now. Looking aggressive. They see the one, popping a little bit of the shots. All right, they're just cleaning up a little bit of the house here.
Oh, but getting shot from behind, that's not going to be a clean engagement at all. Somehow managed to get the spray, but everybody is...
Is Kiro going to drop down? Kiro's living, honestly, 2% health here. Will find him to get knocked down. Maximus Alpha cleaning up just barely.
As they get NSD.
He's the last one standing for their team as well.
It's all the favorites that we're talking about coming into this, and they're all gone.
Adrenaline shot, buddy. You deserve it.
They're all gone.
Oh my gosh.
Who is left standing here now that there is no more NSD, no more God's Reign, and no more Soul?
And the skull has appeared 20 alive. OMG, we're getting closer and closer. All right, let's see. At the board, we have INF, Arrow, Maximus Alpha, Immortals, Oxygen Alpha, No Mercy, Funky Monkey, and BSUD still standing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Titans have fallen.
Look at Funky Monkey have 9 kills already at this point in the game with all members still alive.
What on earth? If he can get like around 15 kills, they have a legit chance to get back into this one. I think that they're feeling it right now, and they are riding on the momentum.
Zoro getting knocked down, but did apply some damage on his own.
Down.
It's traded. Oxy have 2 drop down. Funky Monkey moving in aggressively, trying to find that angle. There is just a slight heal, meaning that Gunda doesn't have the advantage, but he pulls out a nade. We'll go ahead and toss that on forward.
Not able to find anything just yet, but he does have a sense that somebody is here. He does take a number of shots. He does hear something,
No Mercy.
This is a different team.
No Mercy's on the other side of this house.
He has a Groza though. He can actually rip them apart if they're out in the open, but it seems like No Mercy is playing this as carefully as possible. Stealth already going in with the prone. Gunda has to be the one to bring his team back alive. He is going to be wrapping around a little bit here. Stealth and Riser, the last man. People standing!
Stealth knocked on down. It looks like Gunda's got this one. Gets the knock, gets the kill for himself now. Oxy moving in, knows that Gunda's on the other side of this building. They need to rush this.
They see him.
Did they see him? Oh, turn around, fire!
No, and Funky Monkey is down. Oxy Alpha, take him out. It was a messy fight for the 3 squads.
The King Slayers and the Kings have fallen at the moment, and all that's left, INF, Alpha, Oxygen Alpha, No Mercy, and of course Maximus, the only players left standing. What do we have on our hands? And it's all up in the air. No Mercy could take this. They won the last game.
I mean, it feels like Oxygen Alpha was one of the teams that we expected to be placing very high. With everything that they've done thus far, it could be their round 5 to win. Of course, INF would have to make some really incredible plays to move in and take it. Anything can happen here in these final moments.
I just got to say, though, in terms of the positioning, both INF and Maximus Alpha actually have the prime position right now. So they have the circle towards them, and they have the high ground, and Oxygen Alpha is actually in a super bad position, low ground. They're putting out the smokes. They know what's up. They have to push in about 15 seconds.
Satan is all alone. His teammates have fallen here. He's going to have to pull out some magic if he's going to survive this.
They're going for it. They have to go for the rotation. They know that they're
thirsty
on
for
the high
blood.
ground. This is going to be difficult. They have to pop the shots back. They have
The
to knock
wall of
someone out
smokes
from INF.
is keeping him alive as they try to push into the circle, though. This is some excellent use of some smoke grenades.
But they still haven't knocked out anybody from INF, and this is not good.
INF has the vision. They have the damage, but a huge snipe shot comes in from downtown.
Helmet is out.
Yeah, he's got nothing left.
Looks like he's going to be able to mend it up before he can move forward, though.
They're playing the fancy footwork with Vampire. Oh, no.
Vampire knocked
out.
Yeah, unable to find out where those shots were coming from. And oh! What a grenade. It blows up the car and they drop everybody from Oxygen Alpha.
Oh my goodness, INF moving forward here aggressively. Maximus Alpha only have Satan over on the side, but it's kind of INF versus Oxy right now. I don't know if they have eyes on Satan. Satan could really come through and clean up a couple kills here in these final moments.
I think you already know. The problem now is he can't really make anything happen, but as I say that, Oxy Redis finds the one on the swap deal. This could be the chance for Satan to push up into the high ground and make something happen.
Is he going to go for it?
If he goes for Oxy,
scoped up,
this is not looking
has eyes on Reds, gets the knock onto Reds.
Oh, he gets it.
He should go for the other one. INF.
Look for INF. Look for INF. He knows that there's a snake in the grass. He just has to fire over there.
INF spots it. Swampin is down. This could be anybody's game. Still Oxy. Alpha still alive for the count. 2 versus 1. This is down to the wire, boys.
Very big decision he has to make, whether he's to get up his teammate or just go for this, just go for it.
Noob has eyes on Satan over there. Had him in the scope. Did not pull the trigger.
No! This could still actually be Maximus Alpha's time to shine. Satan pushing up a little bit. He spotted out. No!
Oh, about as sneaky as he does get taken out by Nova with a clean shot. Now Oxy moving forward. Nova, he's got the damage. Oxy!
INF.
Oxygen Alpha.
Oxygen Alpha, one of the top dogs coming into this championship, managed to get the chicken dinner here in round 5, and no surprises there.
They had some difficulties from obviously game 1 to game 4, but they've kept themselves a little bit consistent, and now they were able to clean up house. That was just beautiful from them. And I just gotta say, we now do not know who is the real winner of this one, because they have just put us in a scramble.
The fans are the real winners, I think, after some action like that.
I honestly, at this point, it's all just one big mess where we're trying to figure out what exactly happening. But I guess we're gonna go, before we talk about anything more.
Let's go. You hear that crowd right here, right now.
They are making it happen, but before we talk about anything more, we've got our host up on stage. He's gonna interview the latest winner.
You ready?
Let's go!
All right. Congratulations to you guys. Well done. You won the 5th match. Slightly slow in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd and 4th match, but 5th you made a complete comeback. What was the change in strategy, or were you like, let's just have some fun?
Yeah, it was just just let's have fun. And there was like the complete strategy, which was like going through the custom rooms and all, but we couldn't just get through the routine what we are following.
Right. What was the vital game change? What was the vital change in game that happened, which you're like, this is where the game completely turned towards your team? What do you think was that achievement in today's game?
Yeah, actually after the first zone, we looted every compound. Then we moved to the middle zone. Like we took the middle compound and zone just came at us and then we just took it off.
So there's a little bit of a luck that got involved in the 5th match where you took the zone, you were right in the middle and the zone came to you. So you had a higher advantage of being in that particular area. My next question, and the question that goes to both of you at this point in time is, there is a lot of scoring that goes behind 20 points for each kill that you get. If you're number 1, then 500 points. Where do you think you would probably land up in this game? And what do you think you should have done in the first 2 games to get that score up? Is there any regrets on that?
Yep. We should have played like this before, actually.
I think initially it was a passive game. This one was a very aggressive. You guys started off on an aggressive foot, and I think that itself was really advantageous for you, right?
Exactly. Actually, we played very well in every game actually, and we took every game seriously. To be honest, yeah. So in this game, we didn't have the zone in the last time also, but we took that risk and win the game. So it's all about the patience and everything. So,
well, That's right. That's the strategy that they took in the fifth game, and that really worked for you by being in the center of the circle. Lucky enough that the circle came to you, and so did all the players. And great job done. This has been a fantastic match. As you see, no one has won. Everybody here has won one match, so you have no idea who's going to win the tournament. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to throw it open to a break. When we come back, we go back to the casters, and then we find out who won today. Are you guys excited? You excited? All right, we'll see you after the break.
Oppo.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just played the fifth match and we're about to unveil the winner. Are you ready to know who won? Okay. Me too, but I don't know either. We'll find out in a little while, Troll, who will take home the trophy. But in the meantime, let's talk about this amazing game that we've just had on our hands. Everything has flipped on its head.
It absolutely has. I mean, honestly, I know Funky Monkey didn't come out as the winner, but that team came alive like no other in this round 5, spoiling, taking down Team Soul, and setting this up for a real surprise.
I mean, who expects results like this? You mentioned actually that they're basically playing the Kingslayer in this tournament, in this match, and it did happen. It showed all the way up to the end. The presence of all the Titans that we mentioned. God's Reign was not there. Of course, Soul wasn't there. Squad 99 wasn't there. Everybody fell so early, and by the end of it, we are left with no idea who won this game.
I don't know, for some reason, this round 5, we kind of turned the switch in the sense that all the top teams, maybe in terms of how they interact or, go up in these gunfights, are like, a little bit on the down low, and then everybody else who kind of was having a hard time from game 1 to game 4 immediately spiked up, and that's how we have this topsy-turvy of a round 5 we're in. We still don't know who's going to be able to win this.
Going into this match, I was really just thinking, okay, this is going to solidify it. Whoever does better, it's either going to be God's Reign, or it's either going to be Soul, or it could be NSD. It's going to be one of those people. By the end of this, I'm like, what the hell? What just happened? We have no idea how this is going to go. We have no idea who's going to come out on top.
I kind of counted Oxygen Alpha out early, maybe going into round 3, 4, just because we weren't seeing the performance out of them that we expected. But of course, they stay alive in round 5, getting that chicken dinner and setting themselves up for contention as an overall victor. It's absolutely nuts.
It's been a game of nades here today, especially for Funky Monkey. We mentioned them. The whole tournament, we've seen crazy games, whether it's the 2-man 1 grenade from Mortal earlier on the first game, or whether it's Funky Monkey just making it rain and suddenly getting everybody down. But you know, it's been a beautiful game just to show how advanced you can get, especially with the nade usage. Because you think when you come into a game like PUBG Mobile, it's all about shooting people.
Yeah.
But the nade usage that we've seen here in this tournament has just been absolutely phenomenal and on point.
It's great when you can see like the clean nade to flush someone out of the building. It's that much more beautiful when you can see one nade take out two opponents at the same time. We saw that multiple times today, and it was just so exciting to watch.
Well, we're about to find out who the MVPs are in just a second, and especially how exactly that round played out. We're not going to be, we don't have the answer of who won just yet. You'll give us a minute for that. But what we do know is that we started off with 575,000, and now we will be left with 1. And who is it going to be? Is it going to be, you know, is it going to be Seoul?
Is it going to be Seoul?
Let's hear you guys.
How about God's Reign?
God's Reign.
God's Reign? All right, we got some support.
Okay. Up here.
All right, okay.
Well, I don't know. It could be NSD. It could be any of these other teams.
There's about 4 or 5 squads that potentially, how the numbers calculate out from round 5, could potentially be number 1 overall right here.
Yeah, but in any case, let's find out more about who's our MVP for this match. Talking about Satan.
Satan.
I'm not surprised. We've seen what he did at the very end of the match.
Yeah, last man standing for his squad. Actually was in a position to take the win overall. Finally getting knocked at the very end. 9 kills, very impressive stuff.
And, you know, of course, we can talk about this all the way on. 9 kills, that's a lot of points. So that's 9 times 20, that's 180.
Yeah,
we can do math today. So 180 points going to Maximus Alpha. This is going to help them a lot. Talking about Soul Viper getting 3 of his own, so that's going to help a little bit, but it's not going to be too significant considering the fact that they dropped so early, which is incredibly uncharacteristic of Soul. They normally are so strong in the early game in which fights to take and where to go, but for this one, they just seem to have gotten unlucky.
I mean, that's the thing. We never really saw or never really see the early game for Soul.
Yeah, they never make mistakes.
Exactly. Or either that
Soul coming through 12th in match 5 there, taking up 200 points. They were already pretty far ahead. That is still a significant amount of points that they picked up.
So it's still not too bad, but 200 is way off from like 500,
740 points. Team INF 615, 610 for Maximus Alpha.
All right.
It's 250.
I think it's because of the this might actually be God's Reign.
Is it going to be God's Reign?
I mean, maybe, but
this feels like, I don't know if the math's correct. This could be God's Reign.
Yeah, well, we're not in any position to know.
My heart
right
can't
now.
take this. Come on, guys.
I am absolutely palpitating. But before we continue into the results, thank you, of course, to Oppo to make this happen. And oh my God, it has been one hell of a tournament.
Yeah, it really has.
Yeah. So, in any case, this is the online winner. Speaking of Oppo themselves, Lionel and Apurv, congratulations. You guys have just won yourself Oppo phones. Simply for sharing and liking, of course, the stream, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. You guys made this happen. Congratulations to you. And I am so elated.
That's about as easy as it gets for winning right there, right?
Click a button, and who knows, you might, because you click this button, you might be up on this stage next, making your name as the next legend of PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to talk about that as well. This is just, again, the first of many tournaments for PUBG Mobile. So if you're dreaming to be the next Soul, the next Mortal, rather, why not? You know, it's already this huge at the very start. The next one is going to be even more intense.
Well, that is all. So we always have so much, to talk about when it comes to this, this esports team. I mean, this esports scene rather, because it is just growing exponentially. We come back again, time and time, to this point of development where we're in this phase where anybody could come out of nowhere. We talk about Fire Frost, like we consider them, sure, but how much they grew in
every
this
round
tournament.
they were in contention.
And NSD just like that, so anybody could come out of nowhere, and that's the beauty of mobile games, isn't it?
How many points did Team Soul pick up in that final round?
200, I think. 200, and God's Dream was like 250. That is, I think, putting into account the kills that they had, which was around 3. So maybe, I think it was around 200. Yeah, 200.
Should we get some final predictions from us?
Okay, let's do a final predictions. I'd say God's Reign is good. No. I think Soul has it by by a hair.
By a hair. I gotta go with Team Soul as well. It feels like Team Soul is gonna be coming on top if the numbers don't lie.
I feel it's God's Reign.
Like God's Reign, huh?
Yeah, I mean, very, very just by an inch, but I feel
it's going to be so close.
It's going to be so
whoever
close.
he goes to, this one is going to be.
But we also have to consider the fact that NSD did come out a lot in a better place than God's Reign, and also as well as Seoul. But the problem is, it's such a significant.
They were down
gap.
like 400 points.
Yeah, 400 points. But well, let's talk about it like this. I don't know. That's a bit tough because I mean, let's say God's Reign and Seoul, they get 200 points, right? Talking about NSD, they might have gotten 300, 400, but I don't know if that's enough.
I don't think it's enough to overcome.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough. I mean,
but still, there is still a large amount of prize pool. 30 left to the winner. And
it's probably going to be a super shocker if it's not any of the two that we were kind of debating about. Because again, just going back to game number 4, God's Reign and Seoul had around 2,300, 2,400 in terms of points. The next one was around 1,700, 1,800. So you have to have around at least a rank 1 point.
Yeah, you would have to be rank 1. I don't think it's been enough.
I don't think it's enough as well. Yeah.
Well, of course, if you want to win yourself also an Oppo phone, make sure to keep sharing and keep, forwarding and sending these streams to your friends. We're going to be here until we find out who the winner is. It's already insane.
Setting it up, guys. I can't wait.
In any case, we're going to find out in just a sec. So while we're doing some calculations, of course, take a look at your screens. We're going to head to a short break. Don't go anywhere.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We are live from the arena. My name is Kral and मेरे साथ हैं Firefrost के Acno and we will be playing an interesting game जिसको कहते हैं Whisper Challenge. Simple सा setup है. Headphones में गाने चल रहे हैं. Headphones इनके कान पे होंगे और मैं कुछ शब्द बोलूँगा. Let's see वो शब्द guess कर पाते हैं. Lip read, obviously. So आप इन्हें पहन लीजिए. So मैं words निकालता हूँ. Basic words. You don't have to worry. So पहला word होने वाला है वड़ा पाव. Let's see. वड़ा पाव. वड़ा पाव. वड़ा वड़ा पाव. Come on. वड़ा पाव. Come on. वड़ा पाव. Come on. वड़ा पाव. Sorry. वड़ा पाव. What am I about? Let's. Second word. ठाकुर का हाथ है. ठाकुर का हाथ. ठाकुर का हाथ. जादू का है. ठाकुर का हाथ. क्या कर रहा है तू? ठाकुर का हाथ. तू ठाकुर का हाथ. क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं यहाँ? Dandruff shampoo. Shampoo. Hair shampoo. Dandruff shampoo. Dandruff shampoo. Oh, well. मेरा मार. मेरे बाल. मेरा मार. Trouble. मेरा मार. Once more. मेरा मार. मेरे बाल. मेरा मार. For this. मेरा मार. मेरा बाल. नहीं होगा. छोटा डॉन. क्या? छोटा डॉन. छोटा डॉन. वो. आलू ले लो. आलू के? आलू ले लो. आलू के पराठे. तुझे भूख लग रही है? हाँ. आलू ले लो. आलू ले लो. वो. दही बल्ले. Once more. दही बल्ले. दही बल्ले. बल्ले बल्ले. दही बल्ले. दही बल्ले. दिल बल्ले. दही वड़े. Close. दही बल्ले. छोले भटूरे. दही वड़े. Washing powder Nirma. Washing powder Nirma. George Pool. George Bush. George Pool.